Hi, my name is Elaine Gentile. I'm an artist at the ICB building in Sausalito, California, and I mainly paint in oils with some acrylics. I have been an artist since I was, about 30 years. I paint a variety of styles. I paint landscapes on location, plein air. I paint abstracts. I paint portraits with models in the studios, and I paint still lifes. Many times people think there's 4 people in the room, but there's actually one person with a variety of styles. I love color, so my paintings are very bold and vibrant. I like to work with energy. I like to balance the energy with stillness and movement, and that usually comes out in all of my paintings. And I will paint. I paint because it brings me joy, and I love to share that with the public. I'd like to show you some of my artwork and introduce you to some of my paintings and tell you how I put them together. These are some of my floral paintings. This is a painting of sunflowers with a touch of turquoise to give it a little more juice to it, a little more energy. These are paintings of geraniums that I painted in San Francisco and on a shelf. Something about when you travel like to Europe, every time I see some geraniums on a windowsill, I always feel like at home. So there's kind of a cozy feeling about them. These are some hydrangeas, which are painted in front of my house. They're planted in front of my house, and I'm always concerned with the colors and the movement, and yet they're so circular, so there's some spiritual tones to it. So they're fun to paint, and yet they're always a challenge. This is a painting of Mount Tamalpais, which is on the other side of San Francisco in Marin County. It's a very spiritual mountain. It changes light everywhere you move from place to place. This is behind a hotel, which is wonderful water, which balances the energy of the mountain. And I love the way the wisp of the leaves come forward. It softens the whole painting. So, it's a real well-balanced painting. This is one of my larger abstracts done with oil. And I call this my energy piece because it just has a lot of movement and freedom to it, and just the 2 colors, so you're not, it's balanced, well balanced between the light and the dark. And then I just dripped a lot of the paint down, which fell and gave it more of a depth to it. So it basically just works. It's just a good painting, easy to look at and be with. I call this painting Yellow Energy, and it's very bold. It also has a lot of orange in it. And again, I work with balancing the energy of movement, a lot of movement of color, and also the places of resting, a little bit here, places in the squares here. So you have the energy of moving, and then also of resting spots. It's very bold. That's what I like about it. You can't help but feel the energy when you look at it. This is another oil painting. Very bold, very bright. I've always loved the way pinks and oranges have an incredible amount of energy. So that was my initial feeling, that I wanted to capture that. So I started with those colors, and then little by little I had to really pause and really work with a lot of composition in this painting so that it would balance out. And the blue makes it more solid and gives it more of a depth to it, along with a lot of the dripping, which gives a little more interest to the painting. So it's a painting that I'm very proud of. This is Red Energy, an oil painting. I was going to paint some flowers. They were red and yellow flowers, and it was a perfect still life I had set in my studio. And I was just sketching it out, and all of a sudden I thought, I don't want to do this, and out came this painting. It just painted itself. So again, once again, I have the energy of the squares and the dripping colors and the dark and light. The burgundy works really well to anchor the painting and bounces off the bright yellow. So this is red energy. Many times when I paint a painting, I'll do the female portion first. It just seems to be automatic, and then I think I want to bring in the male energy. So after my painting in red, I moved on to the painting in blue for the male energy to balance it out, and still holding on to the yellow for the square, and then love the dripping blue. And cobalt blue is always a color that I just adore. You see it a lot in interior designing, but it's a wonderful color, a male energy color that's very vibrant and very bold. This is an acrylic painting that I painted called Heart of Gold, and it won an award with Artist Magazine for the experimental category. So it has a lot of layers to it, whereby the acrylic was painted and then another layer of acrylic was thrown on top of it and over, so it has a lot of depth to it, with a touch of gold on the upper left to give it the title Heart of Gold. It because of the depths of layers, you can feel that you not only are looking at it in a flat way, but you can actually go into the painting, which gives it more of a three-dimensional feature to it. And I've always liked hearts anyway. Hearts seem to come out every so often. I have to paint a heart. Thank you for visiting my studio today, and I'd like to let you know that you'll be able to see more of my upcoming shows on Montaggio.com. You'll be able to purchase some of my paintings through Montaggio.com, and you'll be able to reach me through Montaggio.com.